Welcome to the second game of the evening, a game called RogueCube, our requisite Radalaikia game for the week. Like so, RogueCube. Pick your cube and blast your way to victory in RogueCube. Choose from a solo campaign, local multiplayer, or local multiplayer competitive. That's a bit awkwardly worded there. And duke it out. Can you capture the 8 vertices and clear each zone? Jump, dodge, and shoot your way to victory. Like, so we got the PlayStation 4 version of this game, so over to Petty Fan for the body.
Yeah, so this is a twin stick shooter kind of roguelike game.
So, Petty Fan,
Hmm.
what is this game, and why is it not like a classic dungeon crawler, except everything is set in a actual like spatially mapped cube dungeon where everything actually connects to each other properly?
Magic. But yeah, basically, you just kind of have to survive, as you would in a rogue-esque game. And I don't know if there's like a end you have to get to, or if it's just, how far can you go?
Do you have like a survival meters and stuff? And also, you said this was a twin stick shooter, but you seem to be using a sword.
Don't mind the sword. It was a new character I unlocked. And
Nothing.
And,
Nothing really relevant to this week, anyway.
Oh, so pick your cube means there are different cubes with like different colors and actual different weapons.
Yeah,
there's
blue, which is your standard cube. There is a ninja, which starts with a katana but can't pick up new weapons. You can also switch to a pistol. There is purple, which is triple damage but less health.
So super glass cannon.
Yep. And then there is orange, which is good accuracy, low maximum ammo.
Huh. Okay.
And I imagine there's more, it's just I don't have them unlocked.
Fair enough.
But yeah, honestly, this game kind of sucks on the PS4 because the aiming. This is definitely one of those ones.
Particularly imprecise? Or?
Yes, very much so. And even turning up the auto aim doesn't help.
But, okay, is it noticeably better for orange than it is for the other characters?
Not really.
Okay. It does look like there are a limited number of stages, maybe, so.
Yeah. And yeah, I'd probably have a lot more fun with this if I had an option for mouse and keyboard. Or at least just a mouse to aim instead of, trying to do this with a controller.
Mouse and flight stick.
That actually sounds interesting, but no. But yeah, also, instead of crosshair, I kind of wish there was an option to have a line to go where my gun is. Because it's not lined up perfectly with the crosshair.
Is the crosshair like at a set distance?
Not.
Approximately. Like, can you move it in and out, like, manually, or does it just kind of...
You can kind of move it in and out.
Okay.
And yeah, you're just kind of going through the levels and picking up weapons. Like, I just picked up a crossbow, so I can now have piercing. And then I die. You're gonna die a lot.
Well, it's got Rogue in the title, so
yep.
I think that's expected at this point.
So I have not really played it, but how does this compare to, like, I don't know if you've played Enter the Gungeon, actually.
I actually love Enter the Gungeon. Honestly, if you had a choice between this and that, go with Gungeon.
I'm just, is it sort of a similar, like, idea, degree of execution notwithstanding?
Yeah. Though I think Gungeon is a little more in depth, but this isn't about that game.
Uh-huh. No, I was just curious because that seemed like the closest comparison I was getting by looking at it.
Yeah, it honestly is pretty apt. And yeah, you're just kind of, doing your thing. Hopefully not dying. I don't believe there are any boss encounters, or at least I haven't gotten to any yet. So I'm not sure what denotes, because I made it to level 2 before we started on air.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what it...
2-1.
Yes. So I don't know if there is a specific, like a number of levels, or if it's just, hey, you're at level 2 now. What the hell did I do? And there's also a daily challenge mode, which is your typical, generated challenge.
It's like a random thing with the same seed so people can compete for times.
Yeah, basically. Times and or score. Because, yeah, I think this one gives you points. And then there's also Versus, which I was unable to show off because PS4 controllers are expensive. And yeah, there isn't a whole lot to this.
Which is something we've mentioned in many a Rodalikia review beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
It's like not every game they put out follows the mold, but a good deal of them do. Very simple games, very, very surface level kind of mechanics, and they tend to be okay. But that's about it. Uh, I'm sure our archive is filled with many, many games of fucking random heroes, Mecha Bolt. The list goes on.
I was about to say, stop us if you heard us say this game is kind of, or a Rodalikia game is kind of bland.
Like this game may have a bit more personality just by the virtue of not being a platformer. Like, but it still seems to be along those Rodalikia, moldings.
Indeed.
And I will also grant that they don't actually develop a good deal of the games that they put out. They are the port house, but they do have a preference. Whether it be published or developed or what have you, they just put out way too many of these kind of games for me to say that it's a coincidence. And that's not bad. Don't get us wrong here. It's just they tend towards the functional. And how you feel about that might depend on you. For us, it's the consensus is they're fine games in a vacuum, but they're not all that interesting to talk about or review.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we got another one on our hands here.
Oh, right. I almost forgot about the character abilities. If you're playing on this on PS4, if you hit L1, you can do various abilities. Like the blue one is just your box standard roll. Ninja does a teleport. I forget what orange does. And I think purple is also a roll. Oh yeah, I think the regular ones are just rolls. Which, dodge rolls can be useful.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else I'm missing?
We couldn't say. Like,
Music is fine. Art is fine. I guess, what's the price on this one?
$5.
See, if they let you if it was back in the old days where you could download the demo before you paid to unlock the game, I'd say give it a shot and see if, you like it. But with the controller imprecise issues and the crosshairs seem to be a little bit off, so you're not sure exactly where you're aiming, I'd say give it a pass.
Also, special message from the PlayStation Store. This is the first game I think we've encountered that addresses PlayStation 5 compatibility.
Ooh.
To play this game on the PlayStation 5, your system may need to be updated to the latest system software. Although this game is playable on the PlayStation 5, some features available on the PlayStation 4 may be absent. See PlayStation.com/BC for more details. So it looks like this game is going to be backwards compatible with the PlayStation 5. I'm not. This seems to be a generic message, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Because I don't see anything on this that couldn't be done on a PS5. Like, doesn't take into consideration any special controller things or even online multiplayer.
Yeah, and not sure when Rodalikia projects are going to start appearing on the next gen set of consoles. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be pumping out PlayStation 4 stuff for years to come. I mean, for fuck's sakes, they supported the Vita until this year, until COVID basically forced them to stop supporting the Vita.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, as far as us and the next generation systems go, yeah, that's not happening for a while.
Unless somebody wins the lottery.
Or unless, Sony or Microsoft wants to actually send, a console to one of us. And I don't think we're large enough yet to do that. Yeah. I mean, that is a thing that happens in the industry because, these are expensive machines, and expensing that yourself is kind of an issue. I mean, just imagine trying to do this review show if we had to buy all these games ourselves.
Yeah.
It's like, $20-$30 maybe, and it depends on what we're covering. We do tend towards the cheaper stuff, but like even this, like just this week alone would be $50-$60
per person.
So there's a reason why a lot of free stuff happens. It's just the free is not free. It's like, when we get a code, we're usually obligated to cover it.
I will let you know what our budget for next gen consoles is when we get one.
Based
on budget, I mean.
Yeah. But yeah. So RogueCube seems to be a bit of a pass.
Yep.
All right then. So yeah, that'll about do it for RogueCube here. Be sure to tune in after the break as the Galax is going to be reviewing Reason Casual Puzzle for the Nintendo Switch.